Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the New Rider Diaries. I'm James and you're joining me on yet another lovely road trip through the English and Welsh countryside. Today I'm going to go on a road trip to a place called Bala Lake in North Wales, and if I get there and I'm feeling up to it, I may even go on to Barmouth, have a sit by the beach and watch the sun go down. So yeah, join me for the ride along the way. Just going to chat about the bike. I'm near enough at 1,000 miles on here now, so 1,000-mile review, if you will, from a complete newbie's perspective with no mechanical knowledge at all. So stick around and off we go. So here we are, just about to cross over into Wales now. The bottom of this hill, interesting little pub, which sadly has just closed its doors over the past couple of weeks. But during the pandemic and in lockdown, there was a bit of debate over this place because half of the pub is in Wales and the other half is in England. So they weren't sure which rules applied to which. I believe it was on the news as well. Lovely little pub though, and I hope that someone takes it over and reopens it again soon. Not sure if you can see, but just off to the left of me is the Chirk Aqueduct. Incredible bit of engineering. Always used to love going for walks over there as a kid. Not been there for a while, but such an amazing place to visit. And now we are going into the universally hated 20-mile-an-hour speed restriction. Lovely. So the way I'm going today, I'm going to go through Llangollen, on to Bala, and then I'll make a decision when I get there if I'm to go further and head on up to Barmouth. Really like the idea of just being able to sit on the bike next to the beach, watch the sun go down. Well, not watch it go down, so I don't want to be riding back in the dark, but certainly just stay there taking the scenery and the sights for a bit. Wow, the views are spectacular. Perfect day to come out riding. Just finished work at 4 o'clock. Had the bike parked down below waiting for me outside. Hopped on and away we go. The joys from working at home. You can be in the saddle at 4:05. So while I do miss the office sometimes, working from home 100% of the time does have its bonuses, especially when you've got a motorbike. You may notice that there's been a bit of change up in the cockpit here today. So I've took off the Mickey Mouse mirrors. Not quite sure what they're actually called, but that's what I refer to them as. And I've got some nice bar end ones. They just work so much better for me. I was forever playing around with the other mirrors. I think I mentioned it on the last video that they just wouldn't tighten up, and I couldn't get the angle right at all, no matter what I did. So when I was out on rides, I was playing with the mirrors, trying to adjust them a lot of the time, whereas I installed these yesterday, adjusted them before I set off, and I've not touched them since. They're perfect. I tested them out last night, took them on the dual carriageway, so I was going over 70 mile an hour. Very minimal vibrations, and I could still see clearly what was behind me every time I glanced down. So massive thumbs up from me. I've also removed the hand guards as well. I'm just not a big fan of that look, I must admit. So when I park up, I'll take you around the bike again. I'll do that on my phone this time, because I'm not sure if anyone's seen the last video. I didn't really know what I was doing, but now I've had a chance to, now I'm a bit more experienced at editing, shall we say, I know that I can easily slot in a phone video clip into the end video, so I'll be able to get much more detail using the phone when I'm walking you through the bike. Absolutely stunning views today. I know I'm stuck behind this van, but I'm certainly in no rush. I just want to, you know, take my time, enjoy the route, enjoy the roads, all the way to Bala or Barmouth. Although I must admit, I'm thinking I may go all the way to Barmouth today. That was one of the big journeys I wanted to do when I was learning. I did say as soon as I pass my test, the first nice day we get, I'm gonna go on a road trip to Barmouth. But for whatever reason I've not done that yet, so today could be the day. There's another motorbike behind me. I think he's got the same idea as me, just quite happy to go along on these roads, 50-60 mile an hour. Just take your time, enjoy the scenery. Wow. Thought I'd make the overtake. Don't want to spend the whole video stuck behind the same van. I think we're just coming up to Bala now. Looks like the bridge just outside the town centre. I'm not route planning any of this, so just gonna have to hope for the best. But I'm definitely feeling an extended trip onwards to Barmouth. It's currently 5:15. Probably get dark about 8 o'clock, so got plenty of time to get there and back. I'll head a different way back, where the roads aren't quite as twisty and windy, and I know it a bit better, so even if it does start, if the light does start going in, it won't be a problem. Not that I'm afraid of riding in the dark, but these are definitely some of the windiest, most technical roads I've rode on before, so just trying to be sensible. Here we go, here's the entrance to the lake. I won't stop, but it is a spectacular, wow, spectacular sight. Me and my girlfriend come here quite often on our paddle boards. I would highly recommend it. dirt cheap to park in the car park. You get unlimited time on the lake, well, however long your car park ticket lasts for, and then there's a nice cafe to replenish some of the calories you've burnt off afterwards. Absolutely love it. Last time we were here we tried paddling around the whole lake. That was some task. I think we didn't quite appreciate how big it was. It certainly took us a good well, we were on the lake half the day, so yeah, it was a good trip. So as I said in the intro then, why did I get into biking? I guess for days like this, where you know you've got nothing in the diary, nothing planned, girlfriend's working late, so rather than sitting at home and watching telly or getting fat, why not get a motorbike and go on a road trip? See things that you wouldn't normally see, or go to a new place where you've never been before. You know, get some fresh air in the lungs. That's exactly why I wanted to get a motorbike. Just the sense of freedom that you get. And you know, I have been driving a car for over 20 years now, but it's very much a different feeling. You know, I don't really look forward to driving anymore. In fact, I don't think I've ever really enjoyed driving all that much. I'm totally not into cars. I look at them purely as a way of getting from A to B, but with a motorbike it's so much different. You know, having the wind flying past you, you know, you've got that risk factor as well, which adds to the excitement. And you know, I rarely go over the speed limit. In fact, I don't. You know, I'm not after speed or anything, but you know, it is a dangerous activity at the end of the day, whether you go in the speed limit or not. So you know, you do get that excitement factor. It's a bit of a buzz, and you know, when you're flying down you know, these country roads at what, 50 mile an hour. I know it doesn't sound a lot, and you know, but you've got to remember I'm very much a new rider, and I am taking everything cautiously, just trying to learn my trade, so to speak. But the enjoyment factor is incredible. It's off the charts, really, for me. So now that I've done this, now that I've rode this bike over 1,000 miles, I think it's safe to say that I'm very happy with the choice I made for my first bike. I would highly recommend this to anyone who's kind of starting off on a bike and looking for something that's quite light, quite torquey. Certainly in the lower speeds, it's perfect. But the top end as well isn't too shabby either. You know, like I said, you can do dual carriageways fine. Motorways should be alright on it. And it's just so easy to manoeuvre. Going on these twisties now for the past hour or so has just been incredible. Really enjoyed every second of it. It's a really comfortable bike as well, particularly if you're of a taller persuasion. So I'm 6'2", and you know, it's ideal for me. You know, I've got a nice seating position, my legs aren't too bent, it's a good place to be. I feel really high up, got a good field of vision, can see over that car in front easily. You know, I feel very safe, secure. You know, the bike just handles really, really well. I keep saying I've got nothing to compare this to, but you know, if you've got a crap bike, you'll know about it when you're riding it. This is not a crap bike in any way, shape or form. It's a really, really nice place to be. I'm probably going to still change the front sprocket, go from the 14 tooth to the 15. I think that will kind of be the sweet spot for me, in that it'll take away some of the vibrations perhaps at the higher end speed, and make it a little bit less snatchy in the lower gears around town. You know, it's a £10 component, so I may as well give it a go. And you know, I've seen some videos, and even someone like me with absolutely zero mechanical experience, I'd feel pretty confident installing that. So I'm going to try it out, and you know, if I don't like it and I think that the gearing is more suited to the factory setup, then it's no big deal, I can just change it back. But I'm going to order the part perhaps this week, so maybe in the next couple of weeks I'll be doing another video with the 15 tooth sprocket installed, who knows. But that's the only thing I'm going to change on the bike. I'm not going to do anything else to it. I'm very happy with how it looks. I think I said in my last video that I was a bit unsure of the tail after looking at some pictures before I bought it, and I was convinced I was going to do a tail tidy, but in person, you know, I really don't mind it. And I know that that's you know, a lot of people aren't a fan of it, but I suppose everyone's different. If everyone liked the same thing, the world would be a bit boring, wouldn't it? Wow. Yeah, nice place. But yeah, shoulders holding up okay. As I said, I've really been working on my posture, gripping the tank using both legs, and then using my core as well. So it makes the world of difference, I feel. It's not putting any pressure on my kind of arms, my neck, shoulders, anything like that. people that know Barmouth, I think all agree it gets a bit of a bad reputation, a bad rap sometimes, being a bit rough around the edges, but I absolutely love the place. And certainly the town centre, I don't know, it's just got that, it's got a bit of charm about it, which I absolutely love. Some nice pubs, big holiday homes by the looks of it. We are on Barmouth Beach. I'm just going to take a quick 5 minutes, have a drink, take in the scenery and the sights before I head home. But as I've stopped here, what I'll do is I'll take you around the bike, show you what things look like, what I've done on the front. So here it is. As you can see, I've removed the stock mirrors, put on the bar ends, which I think look really nice. Taken off the arm or the hand guards, plugged the old mirror holes there. Here's the cheap knockoff quad lock with the vibration dampener. Holding up really well, I can't fault it to be honest, although it does look a bit ugly. And there's the cheap China fly screen. So yeah, really pleased with it. Here's some of the kit I've got. Helmet, gloves, the Krieger waterproof pack. And I'll just show you the beach now. Right, so off we go again. Homeward bound. Really enjoyed that. Just sat by the sea for a good 10-15 minutes. Yeah, it really clears the head. Can't wait for the ride back either. Yeah, for anyone who's on the fence about getting a licence, or perhaps worried they've left it a bit too late, I would just say to go for it. You know, I started late in my 30s, so I've just turned 39 the other day. And well, if I had a time machine, I'd go back and get my license in my 20s, obviously. You know, the way I see it is that I've got the rest of my life to make up for. You know, got a lot of biking to do, a lot of miles to catch up on. That's the way I'm looking at it. I've already done well over 1,000 miles in 3 weeks. This is, you know, I'm not looking to preserve the miles on this bike. I just want to get in as much time in the saddle as possible. I already feel that from 3 weeks ago to now, you know, it is night and day in terms of skill set and confidence when it comes to riding. So I would just urge anyone who's perhaps on the ropes, in two minds about doing it, just go for it. Honestly, you will not regret it. You get to do crazy road trips like this on a school night. Can't be bad. Here we go, here's where the roads start getting a bit more interesting now. It's getting a bit windy, so I apologise for any noise on the camera. It's a nice Also don't know how loud I should be speaking, so it's going to be a bit of trial and error with these videos. I've just bought a pair of loop earplugs because I found that after using just the cheap plug-in, you know, £2 ones off Amazon, I was coming home at night, my ears were ringing quite bad, so since I've bought these loop earplugs, I've had no issues really, so I would highly recommend them. Can't remember exactly what model I bought, but they were designed specifically for motorbiking, so seem to be doing the trick. Here we go, you can just see the road snaking up through in between the mountains now. Actually witness to a bit of road rage on here about 3 weeks ago. An irate Audi driver tried to overtake a row of about 4 cars that was going too slow for his liking. What the idiot didn't realise, at the front there was actually we were all stuck behind a cyclist, so the guy pulled out, overtook 4 of us, you know, going up towards a blind hill. Was turning in, but then obviously saw the cyclist, panicked, must have changed down a gear, and his engine exploded, so he ended up pulling up over here. And a couple of our convoy were beeping at him as we were driving past. Wow, here we go, so this is where it gets fun now. I'm going to do some engine braking on here. It's going to test me to my limits, I imagine. Nothing's behind me, so that's all good. Maybe I should have stopped off at that viewpoint, had a little look. Wow. I feel absolutely tiny. I've done this road a few times in the car, but totally different experience on the bike. Get to really experience and feel it for a change. Right, well, I think this would be a good place to end the video, as the rest of the roads going home are much the same as what I've already done today. So thanks a lot for coming along for the ride. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed the video. I checked after the first upload to see that I've got 6 subscribers now, which I'm absolutely made up with, so thank you very much for subscribing, everyone, and I hope you like this video as well. Hopefully I won't be as long with the next upload either. All the best, have a good one.